Alright guys, in my Max, and we are at Ghost in Venice, the Mecca, and I got some new blood for you guys, fresh new blood. Ray Barnett. Ray, thanks for doing this, man.
I appreciate it, Dave. Max. Thank you so much, man.
So Ray's been with us for a few months now. He's actually from St. Louis, and like I told him, it's like he's like a new face around here, but it's kind of strange because he also fits in with everyone else here. So it's like he's new, but you feel like he's always been here in a sense.
Yeah, it does. I feel like part of the family already. It's crazy how things have happened so fast. I was in Vegas for a year, and then the moment I arrived here, things kind of took off. Just connecting with so many people. I think being in bodybuilding, you know, everyone just kind of becomes like a family, like your own entity in a sense. Especially being here at the Mecca, everyone just kind of looks out for each other, and I've always thought that, but I firsthand feeling that now from the day I arrived, when I connected with so many guys, Doug Fouché, and among others here, so many guys. But Doug and I actually worked together, so that just kind of got things going. But there's so many people I need to thank, but I'm sure we'll get into that.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about where you come from. You look great, man. We just shot a little bit of arms, a little bit of chest right now. You're about 9 days out from your first show right now, which is going to be the Las Vegas Classic.
Yes, sir.
And then you get the Nationals coming up right after.
Yes.
So you got your hands full.
Yeah, now. Things kind of really came up fast. So right after I started actually dieting for the Super League, because they have the 3D test, and so I really wanted to look good for that and just do something competitive. Because the last show I had done was 2015.
Okay.
So it's been a while since I had stepped on stage, and being that I just arrived here, it seemed like it just kind of felt like the right thing to do, just to get into some kind of competitiveness. There and
get your name out there.
And get back in the game. So we did that, and then after the Super League, I started thinking, did I diet really for no reason, or should I continue this? And then just a few certain set of circumstances kind of led it went into the next, and then I found myself dieting for competition. I kept contemplating it, and then finally just decided, okay, the Las Vegas Classic is what fits. And I thought, well, if I qualify there, might as well go on to the Nationals. And everything just happened in a short span of these 2 months, actually, since I arrived. I arrived July 1st.
Wow.
So come September, it was like, why not? And switched gears and just made a huge change in just a matter of a few weeks. Connecting with my coach Derek Perdue in Las Vegas, which my hat's off to him for just changing me this quickly in 2 weeks.
I know, I was telling you that because I've seen you around a little bit, and suddenly, out of the sudden, you're just like in shape, like competition shape. I'm like, my God.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm always fortunate that I had good genetics for bodybuilding. It's just one of those things, you know, where whether it was baseball or football, whatever, it just feels right. And bodybuilding's always felt right to me. It always just came natural. So I've always reacted really well to the weights. It was just getting out of my head or getting out of my own way, you know, with life circumstances, and putting everything I had into it. And every time I put 100% into it, it always works out for me. But I was going through some struggles earlier on, and like I said, as soon as I made that decision to put my head down and go full on out, and then connect with the right people, you know, the right coach, and everything's just coming together. I can't really explain it, but I'm definitely grateful for all of it so far.
Ray, you're actually from St. Louis, as we mentioned earlier. You're good friends with our friend Joe Corbett, who owns Access Pain. So thank you for weighing his stuff today. He is the best guy, so I'm actually really glad to do this video with him, to give him some publicity, because he's the best. And so talk to me about the people back home, and where you're coming from, and why you decided to move here and everything.
Oh, well,
your journey.
So I have I'm definitely thankful for all the support, and from everyone back home, from the guys I used to work with to friends and family back home. I miss everyone there for sure. There's nothing like the Midwest, and I'm hoping to get back there for this Christmas. But Joe Corbett is just one of those guys that stand out, you know, among all the rest. He's just one of those guys that
he's so nice, man.
Yes,
so
just
nice.
Unbelievably nice, and so humble, and always willing to put himself out there to help you any way that he can. And it's really hard to come by people like that these days. I'm just so thankful to have known him prior to being part of the House of Pain.
Yeah.
And just seeing where he's taking that brand now, I'm really excited to see where he's taking it.
Yep.
I think they got the right guy at the helm.
Yep.
And yeah, it's gonna expect great things from the House of Pain.
Big plans.
Yes, definitely.
We can't spill all the beans and all the secrets, but I've heard some stuff off camera. I'm really excited for you, Joe, man. That's awesome.
Yes.
I can't believe you haven't told me any of it. We'll have to talk later. So, when did you decide to come here? What was the plan, and when did you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to make the move out west, and I want to, you know, either pursue bodybuilding, and what was the plan?
So there was, I really won't go into detail, but there was an initial thing that had happened that sparked an emotion, and we all know how powerful emotion is and what it gets you to do. And it took that emotion to drive me to start thinking about my life. And I was a union worker back home. Great company, major brands. I was a local 688 union worker there about 16, 17 years.
Wow.
And everyone there, you know, it was the same kind of thing. Everyone wasn't liking the job, or they're making excuses of why, you know, they couldn't leave. And
it's comfortable.
Yes, they were comfortable. And it just didn't seem right to me. It wasn't, something in my gut kept telling me was pulling me in a different direction. And I channeled that emotion that I had to get me to leave and get out of my comfort zone. And it's true, it's everything they say. You know, you're afraid, you're scared, you're excited, but I've never felt more alive in my life than now. I mean, every day something's different. Everything from this moment on that has happened is all because I made that one decision to leave my comfort zone. Yeah. And I can't urge you guys enough, you know, you only get this one life. And
follow your passion.
Yes, whatever your heart is telling you, don't ignore that. Just take a calculated risk, form a plan, and then just take steps by each day to get you closer to that goal.
Yeah.
And you will not regret it. And I'm definitely fortunate that that things have been working out the way that they have. But again, I don't think they definitely wouldn't have happened had I stayed in St. Louis.
Yeah. You went to Vegas, so you did a pit stop for like a year in Vegas, right?
Yes. So thanks for bringing me back. Yeah. Actually, so when I decided to leave St. Louis, it was like a month later. Ed Connors and I connected.
Nice.
Yep. Ed Connors. We all know Ed. He's like. He's right behind like Joe Weider.
Oh my God.
The guy's amazing.
He's helped so many people.
Yeah, you walk to the Olympia and the Mecca. I mean, he's all around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he advised me to go to Vegas based off of expenses because I was on my way to California right off the bat.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you know, my advice would be to reside there in Vegas. Half the cost of living. I've helped several guys, you know, and advised them there, mentorship there, and they've done well for themselves. So, whatever Ed says, I'm going to do it. So I switched gears and went to Vegas instead. I was there for about a year. Made some good friends in that short time. Micah Marino, Angry Joe Coffey, Paul Tabone, and Derek Perdue. All those guys that I connected with, still friends to this day. Excuse me. So I was there for about a year, and then things just weren't moving as fast as I would like or what I had hoped. And so I said, all right, I got to change things up again, and I'm going to try making my way into California now and see if I have what it takes. Just kept pushing myself to grow and get out of my comfort zone. The moment I noticed that I was getting comfortable, I had to push myself again. And like I said, the moment I arrived here, it was 2 weeks in. That I was working at LA Fitness and Playa Vista that I connected with Doug. We both worked together there.
Yep.
And then Ed Connor's been helping me all along the way as far as mentorship and advice. There's so many people that I could thank.
What's interesting is, as you were telling me off camera, is that it's funny how sometimes you want to achieve something, or you have a goal in mind, and even though you have no clue how you're going to get there, as you make the step, things start happening one after another. Opportunities arise that you had no clue was going to happen. So it's kind of cool to see your journey and to hear you talk about it.
Well, it's like I definitely believe in the law of attraction. And I think, you know, if you're expecting the good, then you're going to attract good to you. And I really don't think that there's anything. I've tried to get into the habit of looking at things not in a negative sense, but it's just all part of the plan.
Yeah.
They're all things that are just directing us to our destiny, where we're always meant to be.
Yeah.
We just have to let go and let it flow. And it'll take us where we're supposed to be. As long as we keep being our best and helping each other, which I think what we're all here for, then everyone would be so much better off.
Yeah.
And it can't be any more truer than what I've been experiencing these past few months.
Wow.
But yeah, I think once you, Steve Harvey has a really good clip out there that I'm sure everyone has seen it now, called Jump. And you have to take this leap and jump, and you're going to get the scrapes and get bloodied, but your parachute will open, but you have to jump. And if you never jump, then your parachute will never open, and you'll never know what gifts you had or what were waiting for you. And that's another thing that kind of propelled me to take this leap. And I also have to give a shout out to Andy Frisella, who runs First Form, the MFCEO project. I listen to his podcasts on a regular basis, and listening to those has definitely motivated me throughout this journey. So thank you, Andy. Thank you, Joe Corbett. Thank you, Ed Connors. Thank you, Dave Mad Max, Bill Comstock, Doug Fouché, Angry Joe Coffee. I mean, I could go on and on.
Well, I think the fact that you have so many people willing to help you and believing in you is a sign of what kind of person you are, because they wouldn't bother otherwise. So I think you fit right in goals. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're putting yourself out there, and I think it's not the first time or the last time we're going to be hearing about you.
That's great, man. I'm glad to hear that. I hope so. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come. Like I said, every day is something new and exciting happens.
Yeah.
And it's just a ride I don't want to get off of, literally. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with the next 9 days. Good luck in Vegas, and then I hope when is okay? So we have 2 more weeks. Maybe we get to shoot one more time before the Nationals.
Sure,
that'd be awesome.
Great. Yeah. That'd be a pleasure.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Ray.
Sure, man.
All right, good luck, buddy.